Hey, how's it going, guys? Nate here. Hope you're having a kick-ass day, and today we've got even more Fallout 4 DLC news. This time, it is all sanctioned and officially confirmed by Bethesda, talking about the first 3 Fallout 4 DLCs, all set to release in the first quarter of 2016. Now, it's important to note that Bethesda plans to release even more DLCs in the future after this set. So much more that it actually exceeds their initial predictions, and as a result, they will be raising the price of the season pass from $29.99 US to $49.99 US. This is a pretty big increase. However, Bethesda has also said that if you already owned the previous season pass, and if you've already paid for one, if you've already spent that $29.99 and got a season pass, you will not need to pay anything else. They will honor their commitment, and you will have access to all future DLC released, despite the fact that it's going to cost a little bit more than they initially predicted, which is pretty good of them. They're honoring their commitment. Furthermore, the season pass will not be raised in price until March 1st. So until March 1st of 2016, you will be able to buy the season pass for $29.99. But as soon as the day after March 1st, 2016, the season pass price will be raised to $49.99. So there you go. If you haven't already, I highly recommend you get that season pass if you want to play any of these DLCs, because to be quite honest, right now, it's at a pretty good value, if I do say so myself. I'm glad Bethesda's honoring their word with this and keeping to their commitment. But anyway, without further ado, let's do further. Bethesda released the first 3 DLCs, as I mentioned before. They talked about the release dates, their topics, what they're centered on, as well as their prices, so we're going to dig right into it. The first DLC is called Automatron. It will cost you about $10, setting you back only a little bit, and it will release in March of 2016. Here's how Bethesda described this one. The mysterious mechanist has unleashed a horde of evil robots into the Commonwealth, including the devious Robo-Brain. Hunt them down and harvest their parts to build and mod your own custom robot companions. Choose from hundreds of mods, mixing limbs, armor, abilities, and weapons, and the all-new lightning chain gun. Even customize their paint schemes and choose their voices. Now, this is just the first DLC that they're going to be releasing, and it's about $10. So that I think it might be a little bit overpriced, but regardless, I'm still definitely going to get this. This looks like fun, because I feel personally that Fallout 4 has a lack of companions, and I know it's got about as many as Fallout 3 and New Vegas, but I feel like on a next-gen game, there should be more. And while it would have been really cool if this released with the base game, I'm still super excited about it, because it's a very pleasant and unexpected surprise. But nonetheless, the second DLC will be released in April, costing only $5, and it will be called The Wasteland Workshop. Here's how Bethesda describes this one. With the Wasteland Workshop, design and set cages to trap live creatures, from raiders to deathclaws. Tame them or have them face off in battle, even against your own fellow settlers. The Wasteland Workshop also contains a suite of new design options for your settlements, like the Nixie Tube, I might have pronounced that wrong, lighting, letter kits, taxidermy, and more. And wow, I think this is probably my favorite DLC. This one, I actually am very satisfied with the price. It's only going to set you back about $4, and it's cool because it adds a lot more stuff into settlements and also allows you to have your own AI battles, which I think is going to be my favorite part about this. Personally, I think the settlement system in Fallout 4 is great as is, and I'm glad they're going to expand onto it in such a way. And I'm just so psyched about these AI battles. You can build practical coliseums and have Deathclaws face off against these terrified raiders. That is going to be amazing. I remember back in Fallout 3, back when I had a PC and playing mods with that, I'd have these big AI battles where I'd have like 10 Deathclaws versus the Brotherhood of Steel. That was always fun, and it's going to be nice to kind of get to relive that a bit more in Fallout 4. But next up on our DLC list will be called Far Harbor. It will be released in May of 2016 and cost $24.99 United States dollars. Or bonus, if you are in the Great Britons, it will cost you $19.99. Here's how Bethesda will describe Far Harbor. A new case from Valentine's Detective Agency leads you on a search for a young woman and a secret colony of synths. Travel off the coast of Maine to the mysterious island of Far Harbor, where the higher levels of radiation have created a more feral world. Navigate through the growing conflict between the synths, the children of Adam, fuck those guys by the way, and the local townspeople. Will you work towards bringing the peace to Far Harbor, and at what cost? Far Harbor features the largest landmass for add-on we have ever created, filled with new faction quests, settlements, lethal creatures, and dungeons. Become more powerful with new, higher-level armor and weapons. The choice is all yours. And I'm so excited about this. I love it when they do like DLC like this and add entire new areas to the game. I remember Skyrim, it released I think the first DLC was called Dawnguard, and I liked that one, but I was so disappointed that they didn't have any new areas to go, and we wouldn't really get to see one until I believe Solstheim came out. And that was pretty fun and all, but I was kind of disappointed with that. I felt it was small, and knowing that this one will be even bigger is quite reassuring to me. I'm very happy with this, and again, keep in mind, this stuff is only coming out in the first quarter of 2016. There is still a good another 8 months of DLC to go. Bethesda hasn't confirmed what they're doing in those months yet, but this is all what we can expect to see in the first quarter. Again, I highly recommend, if you haven't bought a season pass for the DLC yet, please do it before March 1st, because then the price goes up even more so, almost double by 20 bucks. And if you do that, then you get access to all this DLC, which Bethesda says will be valued at more than 60 bucks for only 30, which I think is a really nice deal. But all in all, I'm very satisfied by this. I'm feeling pretty good. You can also sign up for the beta to this thing. I will have a link in the description below. And if you get accepted to this beta, then you get to play all this stuff early, which is a nice little thing. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like if you liked, dislike if you disliked, and I hope to see you in my next video. Peace, guys.